As you all know, I do like to make questionable decisions, but this might be the worst idea ever. And I'll tell you all about it. Right, welcome back to the channel, guys and girls, and today I wanted to show you the new project. So I thought I had this crazy idea. I wanted a track day trailer because I do intend to do some track days this year. I've never done track days and it's something I've always wanted to do, always been a road rider. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to get into some track riding this year, but I didn't have anything to put the bike in. So I have got a garden trailer, but I thought about modifying the garden trailer, and then I thought, no, that ain't going to work. So I was looking at proper bike trailers, but you know, I was looking at 8, 9, 10,000 quid ones. They're just so expensive. So I had this mad brainwave. I thought, I'm sure this has been done before. I'll buy a horse trailer and I'll convert this horse trailer into the ultimate track day setup. So let's have a little look inside and I'll tell you all about what I'm going to do with the van, and you might be able to give me some tips and ideas as well. But I'll pull you in a little bit closer and have a look at the state. It absolutely stinks. It's got horse poo all over the floor, but it's a twin axle IFA Williams. It's a banging trailer and it'll be absolutely mint once it's complete. Right, let's have a little walk around it. So, is it perfect? No, it's not perfect, but this is what I wanted. I wanted something that wanted a little bit of work. It's just needs a little bit of TLC. It's a 2000 year model. It's been in the same family for, I think, the last 20 years. Bought this from a place near Manchester, from a lovely lady called Carol and Baz. Absolutely great couple. Really enjoyed chatting to them and meeting them, and doing a deal on this IFA Williams trailer. So I just had this mad idea. I thought, rather than buying, you know, a brand new dedicated trailer for bikes, why not modify something? So hopefully this is going to be my ultimate track day trailer. I think it's going to be absolutely wicked. I'll show you inside. So as you can see, it's come straight from the yard. So that's the separating divider. So this was used to carry 2 horses. And I thought, look, if this can carry 2 heavy horses, it can carry 2 motorbikes. So the plan is motorbike here. I'll have to probably stagger them because this end section here, I want to sort of convert that into a small workshop, maybe a fold down workshop top there with some drawers underneath, maybe a little kitchen area. I wouldn't mind a little television on the wall here, and possibly a bed as well. So if I go do a 1 or 2 day track day, I can pull up, kip in here, and my bike will be in here as well. Comfortably fit 1 bike, comfortably, but the plan is to get 2 bikes left and right. I've measured the width, and it will fit 2 bikes comfortably, but would have to stagger 1 forward, 1 back, so the bars don't touch. But all this stuff's coming out. It's not that bad actually. This rubber mat here is rock solid. It's a really, I don't mean solid as in no good. It's just a really good mat. And then we've got aluminium board underneath, which is all immaculate. Obviously it's not rusted, it looks great. It just needs a good clean. It's plenty long enough. It's about 3 meters in length. And what I like about the idea of converting this into a motorbike trailer, track day trailer, is the fact you've got so much height. There's about 7 foot here in height. I mean, I'm 5'10.5". That's my fist touching the ceiling, so it's 7 foot high. So there's plenty of room to modify the thing, and like I say, put a bed in. It'd be really cool if I could get some kind of fold away, fold down bed. I don't want to have a permanent fixture bed in here because I like the height. So I'll have to look at some ideas and other conversions and see what I can do for a bed, because it'd be really cool. You've got to admit, haven't you, if you're on a track day and you finish your track and you wheel your bike in here, you can have a couple of beers, get a barbecue on the go, and get your head down in here. Whether it's a bloke thing or not, I think blokes love this type of thing. If there's women watching this and you love this type of thing, i.e. roughing it in a trailer, drop a comment. But mostly I know it's us geezers who like stuff like this. So yeah, what else are we going to do? So what are we going to do? the plastic PVC trim, that'll probably come off. The reason that's on there, I was told, it's for when the horses are rubbing up against it and kicking it so they don't bash the aluminium or the wood plates behind. That's aluminium, I think. Yeah, that's aluminium. So we could maybe vinyl wrap that. Nice, you know, I want some sort of like motorbike memorabilia in here as well. What I like about it is you've got a side door here and you've got another ramp door to the right there. So you could ride your bike in and ride it out, potentially, but more than likely I'll just ride it in, wheel it out backwards. So I need to install some motorbike front wheel chocks that will go here and here, and some strapping down D-rings as well, which will I'll cut out the rubber and then fix the D-rings to the aluminium structure underneath, hopefully get it connected to the frame of the trailer. And that'll just make things super easy. So I wheel the bike in, locks it straight in the chock and keeps it upright and straight, so you don't have to balance as you're strapping down. So there'll be two chocks left and right, and then two strapping points either side, front and back. And that'll just make sure that the bike's completely safe when in transport. So like I said, all this hardware's coming out. So that's, I don't know, I'm not a horse person, but that stops the horse falling forwards, I think. So from this point here to the edge here is about 2.3 meters, so plenty long enough to get a motorbike inside. In fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull all this out now, and in a minute I'll have a little go getting a motorbike inside, just see what it looks like, so you can gauge what it potentially will look like in the future. That definitely wants replacing. So the ramp door, I mean, it'll probably work for now, but it's just a little bit, it's a bit spongy in places. So either it's just rotted with water or horse urine, wee has probably rotted away. So that's a couple of £100 for a new panel from I for Williams. So it's a real simple job. You just take all the screws out, take that aluminium frame away, and then slide in the new board. So that's probably first job. And then second job will be these wheels. And I see already Staxon has marked his territory. He's paid up the tyre here. Tyres are great, absolutely brilliant. The brakes were serviced, I think he said a year ago. But I will take off the wheels anyway, because I'm going to be painting the wheels. So I'm just going to paint them black or maybe silver, but just get rid of the surface rust on the wheels just to make it look a little bit more presentable. All this mud guard is in good order. There is a slight dint here on the top on this panel here. I'll show you that. Right there. It's not gone through the wood, but there is a little dint and a couple of scratches here, so that can probably be filled with some kind of resin filler, and or maybe just wood filler, because that's wood paneling, so maybe just a bit of wood filler. And then it'll potentially need painting unless I can just get a match pen on the colour, but I don't think that would be too much of a difficult job to paint the panels. I don't really want to be going down the route of buying all new panels, because these are rock solid, absolutely solid. So I probably will do, just machine sand the panels down and just rattle can spray it, I think. Or we could do maybe like a vinyl wrap. I don't know, there's a few options. We could paint it, we could hammerite it. Hammerite's good, it goes on really easy with a brush, and if you go with the hammered effect, it'll add a bit of texture. So hammerite could actually work. So the roof just wants a really good clean. All that is just, it's like a mould. I rubbed a little bit off with my finger and it comes up really nice. So that'll all clean up really nice on top. But you've got to remember there's 20 odd years of crap on top of that roof, but giving it a good wash, and that'll definitely come up really good. These trailers, they are built to last. I4 Williams are definitely a really good quality trailer, and I'm really happy with it. But yeah, all this, I mean, this could stay on. But you know, I'll put maybe some shelving here. I don't know, bed this side, some shelving this side to put all your bits in, your gloves. And it'd be really cool to have the workshop at the front, so you can put your fuel, some basic tools that you'd need for track day, and it'd just be awesome having a little kitchen area. And I can just imagine it now. You know, you finish your track day and hatch down, you could sit there, like I said earlier, barbecue, couple of beers, and get your head down in here. I'm super excited for this series. I'm really excited to see how the trailer turns out. Better bloody work. It better fit. So we'll just stick just any bike in, just so I can get a bit of a feel and a gauge for what it's going to look like. And this is what I love about the channel, and I just love doing stuff like this that's a little bit random. It's not all about bike rides. I think there's a lot of channels out there, it's just all bike riding all the time, and I think for me this is a little bit of giving back to you guys. You know, I'm investing my time and money into this, and you can have a look and think, oh, that's a good idea, I'll have a go at that. You're probably all thinking and wondering what I paid for the trailer. The trailer was up at £2,000, and I went down to see it, and with these few bits that wanted replacing, I did a deal with the owner and got it for £1,375. So I think that's really good value for money. The other thing I'm going to have to sort is just put a little bit of a ramp at the bottom here, because a bike's not going to get up. So a little piece of aluminium or something, just a little strip just to get the bike up. Right, I'll go get a bike and we'll have a go at loading one up and just see what it looks like inside. I'll put it on a paddock stand just so you can get a bit of a feel for what we're working with. Straight in like that, no messing. Listen to me, I'm an expert at loading bikes. So there you go, that's one bike in. So definitely get two bikes in, just have to be a little bit closer to the edge here. And we've got loads of space here at the back. So I think, yeah, definitely going to have space for a workshop area. So that went quite well. Wheeling it out might be interesting, but let's have a look. And just get it up on its paddock stand. So there we go, that's easy for one bike. Two bikes, I think it'll just need a little bit of manoeuvring, and what I'll probably use actually, this is an Oxford paddock stand, but I'll use the other one that I've got, the Zero G one, which has got the dolly wheels on, so you could hook it up and then slide it out of the way. So yeah, happy days, it fits. I'm not going to put two bikes in, but I can tell looking at it, once that's shifted over, 100% get two bikes in here. Hello Staxon, you alright? And these tyres, I'm gutted, these are Rosso 2s, but they're 10 years old. They've been put on the bike and then the bike was put into storage. So I don't know whether you've seen the video on this RSV, but this is a new bike to the collection. I bought this last month, the month before, one owner, 9,200 miles, and had a major service at about 1,400 quid, I think it was, the service. And then the guy put it in storage, and the only time it came out was to go to the MOT station and back for the last 10 years. So it needs a full recommissioning, the bike, but I'm just gutted about the tyres because they are brand new, but 10 years old. What do you think? I don't think they're going to be any good. They feel okay, but I don't want to risk it for the sake of, you know, 300-400 quid for a new set of tyres. So there you go. Anyway, bike fits. And as always, guys, make sure you like and subscribe if you're interested in this content, because I'm definitely interested in it. If you want to see me convert this horse box into my ultimate track day trailer, and it's going to go from horsepower to horsepower. And I just thought of that, and I know that's cheesy. I like that. From horsepower to horsepower. So thanks for watching, guys. This has been episode 1, and look forward to the next episode coming very, very soon.